Imagine a fighter jet so fast, so sharp, and so ahead of its time that even today, pilots look at it and say, this thing should have ruled the skies. A jet with wings that looked like they were carved for supersonic dominance, a jet that could fly higher, farther, and deadlier than the legendary F-16 itself. A machine built not to match the future, but to become the future. And yet, the world never got to see its full power. This is the story of the Lockheed Martin F-16XL, one of the most advanced fighter jets ever created, and a forgotten king of the sky. And in these first 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you why experts still believe this beast could have changed air combat forever. Welcome to Wings of War. The F-16XL wasn't just an upgraded F-16. It was a complete transformation, a deeper body, a stretched frame, and a massive, elegant, super delta wing that gave it performance no other fighter of its age could touch. This wasn't a small improvement. This was evolution, a leap forward in aerodynamics so dramatic that the jet didn't even behave like an F-16 anymore. It was smoother, faster, stronger, and the moment it took off, it proved something shocking: the sky favored the F-16XL. Those iconic cranked arrow wings were the secret. They gave the XL twice the lift of a normal F-16. Twice the fuel, twice the weapons, twice the endurance. The jet could fly long-range strike missions without refueling. It could carry an enormous load of bombs without slowing down. And it remained agile, extremely agile, even when fully loaded. No fighter jet in the world at that time could carry so much firepower and still move like a predator. Pilots described it as flying a blade. Smooth on the edges, deadly in the center, powerful everywhere. At supersonic speed, the F-16XL felt like it was locked into the air, cutting through it like nothing existed in front of it. And when it went low level, the wings acted like natural shock absorbers, giving it stability no F-16 had ever achieved. And then there was the fuel capacity. The XL could fly missions the standard F-16 could only dream about. Long-distance strike missions, deep penetration attacks, extended air dominance patrols, all without carrying huge external tanks that slowed most fighters down. The F-16XL was built to stay in the sky longer than its enemies, and finish the fight before they even reached the battlefield. So why didn't this monster become the Air Force's primary strike fighter? The truth is complicated. The Air Force loved the jet. Pilots loved the jet. Engineers loved the jet. But at the same time, the F-15E Strike Eagle was rising. It was bigger, twin-engine, and already deeply integrated into USAF plans. The F-16XL was cheaper, lighter, and in many ways more advanced, but the F-15E fit the strategy better. Politics won. The XL lost. And one of the greatest jets ever designed was pushed into history before it could show the world what it truly was. But legends don't die. They echo. NASA took both F-16XL prototypes and used them for high-speed research. And when NASA tested them, the results were astonishing. The XL proved it had incredible efficiency at supersonic speeds. Its wings reduced drag dramatically. The jet burned less fuel even while flying faster. It could glide through air with stability that stunned aerodynamic engineers. Data from the XL helped shape modern stealth aircraft, including next-generation fighters and advanced strike platforms still in development today. The world eventually realized something. The F-16XL was not ahead of its time. It was ahead of our world. Its technology was too far, too advanced, too future-focused for the Air Force of the 1980s. But today, every new fighter jet concept, every tailless design, every blended wing, every long-range supersonic strike aircraft, carries the fingerprints of the XL. Imagine for a moment if the F-16XL had gone into full production. The U.S. would have had a fighter jet that combined long-range strike ability, air superiority agility, bomber-level payload, and unmatched supersonic performance, all in a single airframe. A jet faster than many modern fighters, more fuel-efficient than its generation, more flexible than almost every aircraft built in the Cold War. A jet that could dominate at low altitude, sprint at high altitude, and deliver precision strikes deep inside enemy territory. The world would look different today. And even though it never became the main fighter of the Air Force, its influence taught engineers something critical. The future of aerial warfare does not belong to only fast jets or only stealth jets, but to platforms that can do everything. And the XL proved that a fighter jet can be multi-role without losing speed, stealth, or lethality. The F-16XL was the perfect balance, the golden design. A design that came once, and may never come again. Today, the F-16XL lives on as a ghost, a silent teacher. Its body is preserved, its data is stored, and its influence echoes through the blueprints of modern fighters. When engineers draw sleek super delta wings for future supersonic jets, the XL is there. When new fighters demand long-range capability without sacrificing maneuverability, the XL whispers in the background. And when new concepts merge the agility of a fighter with the reach of a bomber, they all follow the path the XL pioneered. The Lockheed Martin F-16XL wasn't a prototype. It was a prophecy. A message about what the future of jet design should look like. A message the world ignored at first, but now finally understands. And when the next great American fighter emerges, something fast, stealthy, supersonic, and lethal, look closely at its wings, its shape, its energy. Because somewhere deep in that design, the spirit of the XL is still flying. This is Wings of War. And if you love the machines that pushed the limits, broke the rules, and redefined the sky, make sure to subscribe, because the next legend is already in the hangar, waiting for its story to be told.